It's not happening. At least not in the near future. I have a few criterias I need to hold up before I make that video, if you catch my drift. Instead of that, let's do an update video. I usually hate update videos because, I don't know, I just like making actual videos. Update videos just feel like an excuse sometimes. Honestly, a lot of this was a long time coming. First matter of importance is this stupid video right here. I hate this video. This video has become my personal hell. If you're not aware, this contains copyrighted content. I know that. That has been the one reason my channel has not gotten eligibility for monetization. And yeah, I'm aware that a lot of my current exposure is because of that video. Without that video, I probably wouldn't have had like 1,000 subscribers like I do now. On one hand, I like the video. I think I did a good job with it. But at the same time, I want to get exposure for the things I do and not just some music compilation. You know, I want to be kind of on the straight and narrow. All right, not veer a bit too much. And that's why I've decided that I'll probably be deleting it. However, I know a lot of people use it. People still comment on it all the time. It's a useful resource. I understand that. And it looks cool too, right? I thought about it. And I've decided that when I do, I will probably make a new version of this. I'll put that on my second channel, E10 Plus. If you don't know, I made a second channel. I held off from doing that because I just didn't know what I would put in a second channel, right? I realized that a lot of the content on this channel is pretty, you could say, freeform, right? There's just a lot of styles, and I want to get a little bit more serious, not too much, but a little bit more serious about this. So I'm gonna try to make the E10 channel more about like those game review things I do, and less about weirdo sketches that I decide to make. So that all that weird stuff may go on E10 Plus. There could be an exception by the name of my review of Grass 3, but who knows when that's coming, right? Like, who knows? Anyways, E10 Plus will be where the new version of that video is, and once that new version of the video hits, I will link that to the original video, and I will make it incredibly obvious that that video is old and stinky and bad, and like a year later, I'll delete it. So I apologize for the inconvenience, but I don't really know how else I can handle it, really. I wish I could just move a video from one channel to another, but that's not possible. And you know, the one con with this is that I probably can't brag to people that I have a 1 million view video on my channel now, which is totally fine, I don't care. I think I said it like once to my brother. Alright, enough about a stupid video that nobody cares about. Let's talk about my recent uploads. You may be wondering, why? Why did I suddenly return after 2 years of absence? Well, it was a lot of things, really. I think I talked about it in like one Tumblr post one time. After finishing Sticker Star Level of the Week 36, I moved video editing programs from iMovie Mobile to LumaFusion. Let me tell you, LumaFusion's a lot better. I'm happy with LumaFusion, like completely. I'm totally satisfied with that one. That transition has been a bit of a struggle, right? Because when you move programs, when you move from what you're used to, there's a learning curve. You need to start figuring out new things, right? It's not exactly the same mindset, the same thing you're used to. Sometimes, you know, the best tools are what you just have. So it took a while for me to get used to editing on LumaFusion. I think now I got it. I think I'm better at that. So editing is probably gonna take less a while now. I hope. Another struggle is that I started doing this fast-paced kind of thing, right, with the game genres video, still one of my favorites, and I realized that those videos look ugly as hell. Now, you know, if it were any other person, I'm sure they would not care at all. I have a problem. I have this weird obsession with aesthetic and stuff, so I gotta make sure the stuff I make looks cool. That is one of my top priorities, making sure something looks really cool. And it kind of sounds dumb, but a lot of the reason of my absence is that I wanted to figure out a new style. I think a game that really inspired me was Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That game came out and it has a really good user interface. Like, it's so good, like it's so good. And you can see some of that influence in my new style of editing. You can definitely tell. But I think it looks good, which is what's important. Who cares if I kind of stole it? One of my latest videos is the Metroid one, and I'm really glad about it. I think it's a good video. I think you should watch it. It's pretty good for even people who haven't really gotten into the Metroid series. I try to make it as approachable as possible and show people why like Zero Mission and Super Metroid are so highly regarded, and also why I may not like them as much. And yeah, you can see a lot of that new visual style at play with the Metroid video. The Sonic video is kind of a different story. So I have a script for a Sonic 1 video that I wrote, and it's finished, and I think it's pretty good. It was supposed to come out around the same time, and then Dream Team was announced, and then I figured out that I could play Dream Team, right, because I own an iPhone. So I just decided, yo, this is a perfect time to get some free exposure, right? Dream Team's coming out, people are gonna search for reviews of Dream Team. I'm gonna make a video review of Dream Team like a day after it comes out, because I want to play the game first, and then people are going to flock to my channel. That didn't happen. That performed worse than my Metroid video, which was weird. It's almost like people can sense that I put less effort into that one. I'm not sure. Or maybe people are just less interested in Dream Team. It's not something I'm that proud of, but it's kind of cool that I made a video in like a day. Speaking of that Sonic video, you can notice that there's a thumbnail there that's drawn by yours truly, and a character you may notice there is Lack Thunder from my icon. So there's this new icon made by Crispy. It looks really good. It looks so much better than what I made. And then I thought, hey, I should use this design on my thumbnails. I should make it like my avatar. But I'm having second thoughts about it now, because, you know, I'm on camera for some of this, right? And it's gonna be weird to see me on camera, but then some fictional Wakidu in the thumbnail. So I'm thinking, why not just draw myself, right? Like a cartoon version of myself or something. I'm not gonna change the icon anytime soon, because it's a good icon. I don't think I could do better. But I'm thinking of maybe putting a cartoon version of me instead of that Lack of Thunder. You guys can tell me what you think about that. And speaking of things I have planned, there is a new video in the works. It's gonna be pretty cool. I kind of rewrote its script a lot. I feel like I'm close to actually getting into the next steps, right? The filming, I've already done a bit. Editing and all that. When I'm truly done with that video, I can rest easy. You know? That video has been a weight on my back for a long while. That leads me into my approach for this YouTube channel, like why I'm even doing this. I don't think I ever said this like bluntly, right? So I need to just say it once and just let everybody know. This channel is not my end goal. I am not aiming to become a YouTuber. That's not what's going on here. If that wasn't obvious enough by my upload schedule. I don't want this to be a job. I enjoy it as a hobby. That's all this is, and that's probably all this ever will be. The thing I really want to do in life is be a game developer. And I think you can see that in the things I do, right? A lot of my videos are discussing game design, and even more so, from the beginning of this channel, I've been interested in writing a narrative. That has been a driving force when creating these videos. Right now in my channel, there's this sort of divide between the two camps. There's the more narrative kind of videos, and there's the more game design oriented, information heavy type videos. The latest video I'm doing is kind of a mix. I'm trying to bridge the gap a little bit more. The problem with that is that I'm not gonna be able to do as much on camera stuff as I want. I only do this by myself, and I kind of film this in my house too. I don't tell my parents about this. I barely tell my brother. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to film stuff as much. This type of video is not gonna be a regular occurrence. When it is gonna happen, I'm gonna try to, spend more time on it. Make it as good as it possibly can. So I hope you're interested in that. I'm not really good with unscripted stuff.